Mom's dream was to have a modern house, and then it just never got finished. And then at Christmas on her birthday, she had the aneurysm.
Because Ingrid wants a modern home, I'm gonna make it really modern. I'm gonna make it the way she wanted it. I was just talking to a neighbor outside, and Ingrid lived in that little room for almost 2 years with 5 dogs.
You're kidding me.
I couldn't live in there by myself.
So here's what we have to face. We're here to actually finish it and turn it into a rental so they can actually pay some bills and get out of debt. And, you know, let's do what we do.
Absolutely.
But keep in mind, modern. Dishwasher's gonna be right here, right?
Yep.
So you wanna do full-height cabinets? Is that what I'm seeing? This virtual reality stuff. Really helps people. Love the colors, too. I'm really into that. Are we going solid gloss, high gloss white? Mm-hmm. Even on the base?
Yeah.
How long? How long?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Work for you.
7 days?
7? You're kidding me, kidding.
3 weeks? Okay, well, it's 3 weeks.
Let's say 2 weeks and a half.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Under the B. Bingo.
Okay.
So I put pressure on Daniel. I said, how long? He says 3 weeks. Well, 3 weeks, that's too long. Right now, I need to fix the house, get it back together, get the cabinets in, get the trim up, paint it. Because for every month this house is not done, that's another month of bills that they don't have.
What I really like is this stuff, right? They're using acoustical sealant around the plugs. They're using it at the bottom, and they've got nothing to attach to. So it looks like they did it after. You know, you usually do your vapor barrier before the tiles go in and everything, but everything looks like it was done after. And that's why they struggled with it, and that's why it's lifting. This is what Mike was talking about, buddy. This is actually for mice. You can tell, look at that. It's just being shredded by mice.
Yeah, I found a lot of droppings over by the plumbing wall there.
Did you? Yeah, they're rampant in here. This is lack of the exterior probably being closed in time, and they got a lot of mice. And actually, look at the basement. You think mice are getting in here? Look at the door. There's an inch gap at that door.
Yeah. Oh, there's a mouse. There you go. He just came out of the insulation. What is it? A mouse. Oh. Where is he? Look at him. Trap him. Trap him. Trap him. Yeah, we got a poor little bastard heart attack. Ah. Walk him over this way, Carl. He'll end up like this if he keeps it up. Yeah, you can play on this one instead. He's been there for a while. Hey.
This is what I don't understand, spending this much money on the top of your house and not closing off the full envelope of your house. That allows weather to get in, rodents. It destroys your home. There's another one here. Poor little thing. So I'm gonna have to call in pest control because we're finding dead mice everywhere, plus the ones they're finding live in the basement. Once we seal off the door and the windows downstairs, they're just gonna die all over this house. If there's anything we can do to get them out now, is the time.
Will they get the mice out alive?
Yes, they're very humane, okay? They catch them in this little basket filled with food and love, and they take them outside and let them go, I promise.
And then they play with each other and make friends.
First thing when we arrive on site is do an exterior inspection. See what's happening on the outside. Is there gaps? What's attracting that particular pest to this house? What we look for is vegetation especially. Is there a lot of vegetation? Is there a lot right next to the house? A lot of hiding places. What about cracks and crevices, holes? So checking the pipes, checking the windows, checking the brick. Is there any gaps that are inviting these things to come in? Here we have these old wooden frames. The window's old. There's lots of little chew marks in here. There's lots of torn up insulation. So obviously, whatever rodent has made its way in is probably coming through this window. But we know it's gonna be fixed, so for the time being, we're gonna put some traps down in here to catch whatever mice are running around. This is a very typical case where there's some big gaps underneath the doors. The mice have got in, they come established. With the renovation and in combination with what we're gonna do, we'll have it fixed, no problem.
The style of the home, I use air quotes, is modern, which means I don't really know what modern means. The floor upstairs in the bathroom's heated.
Isn't it?
Does that make it moderner?
No, it just makes a warm floor.
I need this house to be done to secure my mom's future, to make sure that she gets everything that she needs if one day that she can come home again. I need this to be I need to be the kid that didn't let her down.
One of the main reasons I called you in here was the homeowner, beautiful 61-year-old lady. She's had a bit of problems, stroke, is now in the hospital. But her whole idea was second floor addition, saved all her life. Let's do a beautiful, modern-style home. A bit of a mess.
I see that.
Well, what didn't they do in the basement?
A lot of things, but the windows to begin with.
Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3 windows down here in the back door, and not replacing this, it's insane. The cool air drives low. Single pane glass, easy way to get in, too, by the way.
No windows, for sure.
Have you looked around upstairs?
I looked around upstairs. Safety issues, number one, that I don't like that caught my attention. On the first floor, the main windows that go to the ground should be safety tempered glass.
That's true.
And they're not. Kids come along, run into that, that's a big no-no. You gotta really have a lot of guts to do that. If that doesn't work.
We're gonna replace the lower windows on the main floor with much stronger tempered glass. Why are we doing this? The main reason is safety. Kids and pets are not known for making the best decisions. What do kids do? They wrestle and run around and could easily fall against lower windows. The tempered glass is a stronger line of defense against kids and pets. If the impact is so much that the glass does break, it does so into smaller, smoother fragments, as opposed to the larger, more dangerous jagged pieces from regular glass. This greatly reduces the risk of injury. So we're making it right by choosing tempered glass.
And you can tell they didn't even care how they installed them. They left the screws just hanging out, like just protruding out like that. I don't think they're so tight to the frame. I don't even think we have insulation behind these windows or shims. They just shoved them in to gain that extra inch.
Is that yours?
No, I just found it lying around. It's a Mickey Mouse hammer.
Well, I was just gonna... My God, that's probably what the contractor used and left it here.
Probably.
Seriously. You know what? You're probably...
I can't tell until we break it up.
You are probably right.
They're just shimmed so tight, so these windows are gonna warp and not work properly whatsoever.
Okay, that makes me really nervous.
See, they're bowing here a little bit. I see it. Like, can't put a window on a tight opening. It's useless.
No, there's no room for expansion and contraction.
Exactly. So you're gonna cause walls to crack in the future, maybe.
Not to mention your point, probably no insulation.
No insulation, no energy efficiency whatsoever, and then we'll be here with a further mess. And this front door, it's a beautiful front door, and whoever installed it should never install doors again. Look at the play there.
I just saw that.
There's no contact whatsoever to the window stripping at the top. It defeats the purpose of having a door.
Oh, yeah. Electrical's a problem. HVAC's a problem. I can see we got a problem with insulation. I don't like the flooring. They didn't finish the bathroom. Dom comes in, we've got a smorgasbord of windows improperly installed like the front door. I'm getting not into finishing a home to rent it out so they can supplement the financial problems they're having right now. I've got to fix a ton of crap, as usual, that this just keeps happening that shouldn't happen in a neighborhood like this, and to a wonderful old lady like Ingrid.